Hello to you all and welcome to Car Question. This week we are going to try the new Kia Sorento 2016. Kia made a lot of change to that vehicle for this year. First of all, it's longer, wider, bigger, so you've got more space in the interior, and that's good. They made also some modification to the mechanics, a new all-wheel drive system. Will it hold up to our famous diagonal test? That's what we're going to see this week at Car Question. The model that we are testing this week is the Kia Sorento SX Plus with all-wheel drive and a V6. I love it when we've got fully equipped vehicle, and that's what we have this week. But even if you go with the other versions, still you're gonna have a good equipped vehicle with a lot of feature. So right now we're gonna show you all you can get with the Kia Sorento. Let's talk about the exterior design. Look how muscular it is. It's more of a truck, of a SUV, than a minivan. Yes, because it can hold on to 7 passengers. You can have 5-passenger configuration or 7 passengers. So if you don't like the caravan style, minivan style, there you go, you can go for the Kia Sorento. The major thing about the exterior redesign is probably the 8 centimeter that they added for the wheelbase. And it's putting the front wheel and the rear wheel more distances, so it's going to give a more stable vehicle, but it's also going to help interior space. The overall length has gone up to 7.5 centimeter, and if you look how wide it is, they just added 5 millimeters, so it's not really that wide when you compare it to the precedent version. Still, the front end, muscular, even aggressive when you look at it. The one thing that you can remark easily is the fog lights, which are quite unique for this version right now, and it's giving good lighting. It's a unique 4LED feature surrounded by piano black accent, and when you look at what it's going to give you for lighting, you can see it way down there in the garage door, and it's not that powerful, but it's looking good. The headlights are a great feature when you look at it. I just love the utilization of the LED and the projector that you have right there. And when you're going to put on the full lights, both are going to light up to give you maximum lighting capability. If we move to the front end, you've got a long hood. Once again, not too many aggressive lines, just this big bulge right there. And when you go all the way down, you can see the big Kia logo with chrome surroundings. And I love those lozenges shape. It's plastic, but you know what? It gives a good effect with the color that they put in. You've got your camera right here, which is quite discreet. And if we move down, you've got some piano black accent, your plate. And the thing I don't quite like is this feature. They put in some screw, and I can remember them on the precedent version of the Sorento when they tend to rust over time. So if you want to keep your vehicle for a long time, think about putting some anti-rust treatment on those screws. Let's move to the side. Once again, a nice line. Look how many chrome features they've used. If we move to the top right here, we've got a big sunroof, panoramic sunroof, and everything there is chrome. And they've repeated the chrome accent all the way up over there, surrounding the windows. And even your blinker has some, your sun marker has some touches of chrome inside, and you can see the piano black accent right there, and it's gonna hide your camera that's gonna be used for the 360-degree camera. Nice design on the style. So you've got your chrome handle, you've got your little button showing up there that you can unlock the door, and when you're gonna be in the dark, as soon as you're gonna get near the vehicle, it's gonna turn on. The other feature that I like on the car right now, right there. The nice wheel counter that they've done with it. So it's kind of plastic before you get to metal right there. And the 19 inches wheel, yes, we've got 19 inches. It doesn't seem like a big wheels because you've got a big tire right there, 235, 55, 19. And the good thing they have done with that tire right now is that they use a Michelin Premier LTX. And look at the tread wear right now on that tire, 620. This one is gonna last. So finally, they decided to put good tires on that car. So you don't have any Kumo or Nexen or, you know, cheap tires as they used to do with the other current cars. Let's move to the rear section. Nice back end of the truck right there. Once again, great design. Just love those lights. You've got your spoiler, tinted windows, big Kia logo once again, and they've put in, once again, a feature of silver right there. And if we move down, oh, once again, those screws, so don't worry. You have to put some anti-rust treatment on them. You've got your exhaust system, which is quite discreet. And I love the way they hide the, you know, the sensor for the parking. And you've got only two showing up right there, and they put the other one in the black section. So that's cool. The other part, way under there. So you've got your spare tire, which is right there. Remember, guys, if you don't want to be stuck with your spare tire when you need it, bolted under your car, think about removing it sometime or at least once a year, you know. And you've got your rear view camera right there. So overall, when you look at the exterior of the Kia Sorento, the S6 Plus version, I kind of love it. All right, let's talk about the interior of the Kia Sorento. As soon as I'll approach the door, right now the trunk was willing to open, but as soon as I'll approach the door, look at that, my mirror is unfolding, and you're gonna see the lighting that I've talked to you about in the previous presentation, and you're gonna have also a blinkering of right there, your turn signal, which are integrated in the mirror. So let's get in. You've got a big door opening, and the first thing that we can appreciate with the Kia Sorento is how good the interior it is, how nice material they've used, nice mix of silver, piano black stitches, and nice leather right there. Look at that, look how the controls are of a nice finish, memory settings, and the interior is just inviting. You know, I love black interior right now, and the seats, everything look luxury and well assembled. And that's what I like right now with the Korean manufacturers. They are getting better and better at doing that. There's a lot of configuration for the seat, so as soon as you sit in, you're gonna be comfortable. And look at that, as soon as I press this button right now, you can see the lower part of my seat going up or down, and that's what makes a seat comfortable. So you've got a lot of seating position, nice piano black accent right there. Once again, nice leather that they've used there. And as soon as I take place, thank you for welcoming me. And right now, that accent of piano black right in the door is gonna continue all the way up to the front of the car, and it's gonna end back here. So nice design, nice use of material, nice black, nice lighting, even check the lighting. So you've got LED lighting in the interior, and nice touch, nice finish everywhere you look. LED right there for the mirror. As soon as you close the little mirror, there you go. Incredible what they have done right now with the Kia. So let's turn it on. One push, two push. There you go, you've got the checkup of the system. My maintenance is due right now with the vehicle, no problem. And complete detail. And you've got even the temperature, which is blinking right now, 2 degrees, with the indicator that it might be some snow or icy condition, and you're gonna add that little warning sound. If we move a little bit right here, you're gonna see also the big screen, and everything is nicely lighted. So you've got red lighting as soon as you turn on the vehicle, red lighting everywhere, and it gives a good feeling when you're sitting inside that vehicle. Let's check every comment that you have right now. Everything that you're gonna do with the vehicle, if you turn it off or turn it on, you're gonna see everything on the vehicle appear on the display. So even it's the same thing for the wiper. If you put it into intermittent mode, push it all the way up right there, and that's good. Let me show you the exterior lighting, by the way. So Marcello is gonna have to close the light right now so you can see the lighting in the exterior of the vehicle when it's turned on. Look at that. I told you guys it was looking quite nice. And even in the back, they are so powerful in the back. Imagine when you're braking, completely good looking. And look also the interior when you open the door. So you've got the little Sorento logo in red down there, but it's LED everywhere. In the front, in the back. I'm gonna have to raise that seat. And I'm gonna ask Marcello to raise the rear seat while I continue in the front. And turn on the lights. So there you go, we're back inside. So the nice lighting, we've got full detail. As soon as you push right there on the menu, on that button, it's gonna show up and change from compass to assistant while driving, your configuration. You can even see when there's a door opening right now. And all the comments are within the reach of your thumb. So it's quite easy to raise the volume, lower it, change channel, answer the phone, hang up. Everything is nicely done. Nice finish once again. The only problem with the steering wheel is when you turn on the heat, it's only that part and those parts that are gonna heat up. And the problem is during winter when it's cold, that piano black finish right there is gonna get so cold. So if you don't have any gloves, be prepared. Your hands are gonna get stuck in that position, that's for sure. Besides that, if we move to the left part, you've got your commands of blind spot monitor, lane change, your lane change warning. You've got also the possibility to turn on the outlet back in there. You've got the stability system and the traction control. So if you push once, it's gonna be the traction control, which is gonna turn off. But if you hold it and hold it for a few seconds, let me start again. There you go, I'm gonna hold it. There you go, you've got the stability system which has turned off. But remember guys, as soon as you pass a certain speed, it's gonna turn simply back on. So we've got my fuel, my opening of my trunk right there. And the part which is strange to me is that there's no electrical adjustment for the steering wheel. So I have to pull that down, and it's kind of quite heavy when I try to adjust it. So move up or down, but still plenty of margin for being comfortable. The screen, I love the size of the screen right now, which is 16:9, which is a nice wide screen, but don't worry guys, you don't have to display any movie on that. And you've got your FM radio, AM, you've got SXM. And one thing that I like with the SXM radio is the indicator of the rec right there. So your 6 first favorite channel have a rec feature. Let me explain. Put your music on, or you hear a good song, you want to move back, and there you go, you're going to be able to move way back. Right now it's only 8 minutes because the truck has been open 8 minutes, but it goes around 40 minutes I think with that. So the sound system is good. Infinity sound system, if you move the sound up, good good bass thumping. Too bad you cannot enjoy the exact sound that I have right now. But one thing is sure, if you're riding with 7 passengers and turn the music on, you're gonna get in that party mood. The problem with the media that we find out, as soon as I press the media right now, my phone is plugged in with my USB cable, and you know how I like to use the cable because of the good sound quality. But the problem is when I unlock my iPhone and I want to play, let's say, an application with music, let's say Hot Mix, and I'm gonna turn on the music right now. Right now it's YouTube playing. Let's say I want to listen to Hit right there, and I press play. It's gonna start or not. Let's play. And then it stops, goes back to YouTube. Come on, play. Play and goes back to YouTube. So that's the problem with that sound system. As soon as you got your cable in, don't think about playing sound through an application. The MP3 is gonna go back. So right now I remove my cable, and right now Bluetooth is gonna be connected, and now I can press play, press on my media, and there you go. I've got my Hot Mix which is playing, no stopping right now. So you might say, oh man, you should try Android phone. And guess what? Android phones are not compatible with the system. So you won't be able to play via your cable, but you're gonna still be able to use Bluetooth. And that's a lack that I don't like right now with that sound system. Look at how well detailed are the buttons. I just love that. So you got your maps, navigation, you've got your phone, and you've got also your information, you've got also your setup. Okay guys, I'm going to show you something special. When you're using the phone feature, the first time that you might receive a call, you're going to find that strange because you're going to see this song, and that's the strangest thing I've heard. So right now we might receive a call. Let's see. We're still waiting. Is the call going to... Oh my God, what kind of song is that? Oh man, I'm gonna hang up on this call. And look at that. The songs that are right now in the vehicle are so strange. I've never seen something like that. So you've got Variation Goldberg. Man, is it Goldberg from the wrestling? Wow. La prière d'une vierge, the praying of a virgin. Romance. Hungary Dance. Bye Bye with Love. Kia Rondo. Man. Trout number 1. It's getting scarier and scarier. Trout number 2. It's not even better. The Walk of Rodetsky. Man, if you have that ringing and you bring a girl and shear that, she's gonna laugh at you. Brindisi. Oh my God. High-end type. 4 season. What's the link? Man, that's the strangest thing I've ever heard in a car. You know, I'm gonna move back to my own setting, which is use my mobile ringing. Oh, incredible, I've never seen that. So you've got info right now, you've got also the setup that you can put in, and you can access your throttle to that button. Whew, I got scared right now. So you've got the temperature control, which are quite good. You've got your AC, you've got your knob right there to adjust, and look how good it is when you're looking at it. I just love the quality of everything. So it's quite horizontal made and easy to access and configure. You got also a climate display like that, so as soon as you put it in, you're gonna see exactly what you are doing. You can also turn on or turn off the rear AC, and remember, it's gonna start in the last position that you set it in. So if the setting is at maximum back in the rear, it's gonna start back at maximum. So you're gonna have to ask the passenger to simply lower it or raise yourself and go lower it. So you've got your sync mode, AC seat, heating seat, heating steering wheels, Once again, for the passenger, it's going to be the same thing. Everything is so easy to use and quick, and once again, well finished. Way down there, you've got the auxiliary input button, input outlets, and you've got your USB input also, 12 volt dual, 180 watts. Back there, you've got your manual, your automatic transmission, sorry guys, but you can put it in manual mode as soon as you lower it and move right there on the side. You've got your parking aids that you can turn on or off. You've got your drive mode. You can switch into sport, eco, normal, and that's going to change the reaction of your transmission, or it's going to change the reaction of your steering too, so it's going to give you better input. You've got your lock button. As soon as you turn on the lock button, look at what it's going to do. You're going to see a small display logo right there inside, and that's going to give full traction to all the wheels. You've got also your parking brake, which is electronics, and you've got an auto hold feature. The auto hold feature is when you press it, as soon as you get up to, let's say, a red light, the vehicle is simply going to apply brake. As soon as you push on the gas pedal, it's going to go off, and you're going to be able to go. You've got a 360-degree camera, and I love that camera right now. Look at that. You've got a nice view, nice detailed view. You can switch to the front, to the middle right there front, and look at that. You can see my wheels. So, you know, the big sidewalk that you have sometimes on the road, you won't have any reason to hit that. If your girlfriend or even if your friend is using your car and isn't accustomed to it, you're gonna tell him, look at that. When you park, you can use that camera to one side or another, and there's no way that you can hit your nice 19 inches wheel on the sidewalk. If you put it into reverse, it's gonna change. You've got your full camera view right there on the side, and right there you can see that my door has stayed open, but you're gonna see right there your back wheels, and that's a nice feature. I just love that right now. So if we move back here, you've got another outlet which is gonna be able to help you recharge your USB components, and you've got a big storage place that I just love. You've got also the keys, which are quite nice, using chrome once again. Let's put the car into the park position and let's go check the rear place. Once again, nice feature, nice lighting of the LED, and you've got also sun visor that you can lift, and there you go, give you a nice seating for your child. And you've got also heated seats. You've got 2-position heated seats that you can simply turn on right there. You've got access also to your rear places. One thing that I find cool is when you move your hands back there, you flip that switch and you can move down this part, you know, if you have skis or something like that, but you're still going to be able to bring some passenger on the way. And you've got also, once again, nice little used cup holders right there. Lift that up. So right now, if you're a passenger and let's say you want to go in the rear position, so you don't have any right there, any unlocking mechanism that you can simply turn on. So you have to pull here that handle, and there it goes. But you have to go all the way up there to the back seat and pass over that section. So here's an advice. If you bring some passenger along, simply go in the back and use this place instead. So right now you've got a latch that you can pull and move the seat forward. So both your passenger can go all the way up through here via this door. So don't use the other one. But if you move back the seat, see how it doesn't come back to its original position. So that's a little disadvantage right now. Let's raise that handle, and there you go, the seat simply fold down. But if I want to raise it, I can do it with that hatch and put the seat back in the position if I want. Let's move to the trunk. Oh, another thing, guys. By the way, look at that, nice finish one. Also the black here. You've got plastic right there, so be careful if you have kids. It's gonna scratch quite easily, and you've got a nice little pouch down there that you can put some documents in. You've got also a USB connector there. You've got your AC 115 for this one, max 150 watts, in which you're gonna be able to plug your standard equipment and another outlet. So it's quite complete in the back. I just love that. Let's move to the trunk. So you've got a feature when you get near with your key but the vehicle must be locked and it's gonna open automatically. So right now, just like in every other 7-passenger vehicle, there's not a lot of space when your seats are folded up, but you've got the nice little storage compartment right there. Right now you've got your curtain, you know, to hide your things in the trunk. You've got also some storage compartment under it, so I just love how they use it. Right now you have to pull on that cord right there to fold the seat, but if you do that and push the seat, it's still locked. So you have to pull and push, and there you go. It's going to give you a nice flat floor as soon as you fold it down. If you forgot, you know, to pull the seat down in the front position, so you have simply to pull that lever right there, and look at that. I'm going to pull it. There you go. It goes away, and the last action that I have to do is that. And there you go, full access to my full trunk. And one other thing that I like, look at the nice sunroof. When you look at it, when you're sitting in the rear, it's quite nice to look at it too. So you've got also LED lights, good LED lightings everywhere, and you've got also access to your rear AC. You can simply turn it on and move all the position up and get nice fresh air coming through there. So the last demonstration I'm going to do to you guys is the automatic opening of the trunk. Right now I'm going to close that vehicle. Whoop, not started it. Close it. Going to get my keys. And you can still push it if it's electric, but it's hard. And you have got the windows down. Man, it's difficult tonight to do a good video for you. Gonna pull that windows up, need to open the truck. Going up, no. Going up, yes. Okay, right now, turning it off. So, to open automatically your trunk, you lock your vehicle. I think it's locked. And you have to, you know, leave a little bit of time before you go in the rear compartment. And as soon as you're gonna get near, there you go. 1, 2, 3. There you go, it's opening. And don't worry if you have your hands full of packages, it's gonna open. So there you go, guys. That was the interior of the Kia Sorento 2016. All right, let's talk about road handling and engine choice with the Kia Sorento 2016. First of all, you've got 3 engine choice. The first one is the 2.4 liter rated at 185 horsepower. You're gonna have 178 pound-feet of torque with that vehicle. The second engine choice is the turbo engine. A lot of manufacturers are going turbo, and Kia is going also with it. So it's a 2.0 liter, which is going to be 240 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. So this is the engine that's going to give you the best torque. You've got the last choice, which is going to be the 3.3 liter V6 engine. And this one has the more horsepower at 290 horsepower, but a little bit less torque than the turbo engine at 252 pound-feet of torque. So the choice that you have after that is to choose whether you go traction or all-wheel drive. And the transmission choice, you've got a 6-speed automatic in every possible version of it. So one thing that's going to be important, and if you plan to tow with your vehicle, you're going to have to be careful with the choice you make. The little engine, you're going to be able to tow 2,000 pounds with it. If you go for the turbo, it's going to raise the bar up to 3,500 pounds. And if you go with the V6, that's going to remain 3,500 pounds. But if you go for the V6 all-wheel drive, there you go, you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. So if you plan to tow, make good decision before you sign on the contract. Besides that, for the road handling of the vehicle, our acceleration are good with the V6, but the transmission is not the fastest one, even if you change the mode. So I've got a drive mode button right there that I can switch into normal mode, eco mode, sports mode. Eco is going to be all about fuel economy, so direction of the vehicle is going to be slower, and you've got also the steering input that change, you know, to be less resistant, but you don't quite feel it. Even if you go into the full sport mode, same thing here, the direction should be more precise. In the older version, we could feel it better, but right now, I don't feel quite the change in the steering. Besides that, you've got also changes made to the transmission. You know, if you're putting into sports mode, could give better reaction, but that's the same thing when you go in manual mode. You're not going to be able to wake up that transmission even if you're in sport. So it's not one of the fastest. It's not a big default right now, but you know what, I would have loved a transmission would have come more live when you put it into sport mode, or even in manual. When you shift it right now, I'm in 3, switching in 2, put it in 1. Alright, not going to 1, I'm way too fast. Let's slow down. 1. There you go, just went in. Full acceleration. 2. See the time that it took? Even if I'm in sports mode, it's taking time to shift. But you know what? That's not a big default right now on the car. So let's talk about the overall road handling. Even if we are riding on 19 inches wheels, the feeling is good. You don't quite feel the bumps. You've got a good comfort with the car. When you first look at this Kia Sorento, you're saying to yourself, man, it's a big one. It's gonna feel like driving a truck. But you know what? Kia made this car quite enjoyable when you're driving it, and it feels like a car. You've got good comfort, man. The seats, heated seats. You know, if I want to get cold, I just turn on the AC mode on the seats, and I'm comfortable. I've got a good driving position. I've got good comfort everywhere, good multimedia system. Overall, this truck is great. And I said truck, I must say SUV for this one, you know, kind of getting confused right there. But when I'm driving it, I don't feel like in a big truck or in a big SUV, even if I got a 7-passenger. Let's talk about also the comfort of the passenger. If you go in the first row right there behind me, you're gonna be fine. You can always adapt your seat. You've got your heated seat right there. Even if you go in the second row, you know, usually for children right now, it's not that bad. If you're an adult, you know, you're gonna sit in, and okay, you're not gonna do a 3-hour road trip, but you know what? If you go on a party or something like that, and you're the designated driver, you're gonna be able to carry all your friends, and don't worry, they won't comply if they're sitting back there, and they're gonna have control also of the heat. Besides that, when the road is bumpy, no problem with that. Acceleration are okay, towing is cool. Traction, the all-wheel drive traction, man, they so much improved that traction with this version. Great job on that. You know, sometimes I'm telling you with your SUV, don't go too far off-road, don't go in a ditch or in mud. But this one right now is giving the power where it needs it. And we've seen it in our all-wheel drive test, and that's a great improvement. So if you choose the all-wheel drive traction, then go for it. You won't be deceived, that's for sure. Fuel consumption, over 2 weeks, I made 12.4 liters per 100 kilometers. I would have liked to do better with that car, you know. The turbo engine is going to consume more fuel. That's kind of sad, but the little one might be, you know, it's not that powerful. So I think you're going to have to go with the V6 guys if you choose the Kia Sorento 2016. So there you go, good comfort, overall great build quality. When you're driving it, you don't feel the truck size. I like this vehicle. So like the roof. The starting price of the Kia Sorento 2016 is around $27,000, but fully equipped just like this one is going to go up to $46K. So you're going to have to find a vehicle that fits your budget, but you're going to have to make some sacrifice, either if you want the all-wheel drive, the 7 places. But you know what? It's a good alternative to a minivan. You know, when you're driving a minivan, you got the stamp in your front saying that you're a family guy, but with this one, it doesn't quite show up. It even adds a little touch of luxury. So the minor point for this car, man, there's not a lot of minor points. Maybe the fuel consumption. If you ride into city mode a lot, you might go up to 13, even 14 liters per 100 kilometers. And I don't talk about carrying something, you know, it can go up to 5,000 pounds. If you want to track that, no problem, but it's gonna consume, that's for sure. The transmission is a little bit lazy. Even if you put it into manual mode, there's not really a way to woke that up. I would have preferred to have more reaction from it. Even if you put it into sports mode, normal mode, or eco mode, you don't quite feel the change in the steering wheel. You know, it's not gonna get more precise, but with the SX Plus version, you've got a different steering configuration than the base model. But for the Plus print right now, the style, the look, the build quality that you have, the fantastic work of the all-wheel drive traction, even in harsh condition, so that's gonna be good in winter. You've got a nice interior, comfortable, and a warranty, which is one of the best right now in its class. So when you compare it to the other models, I'm going to base my grade on that. I'm going to give it an 8. Here's why. If I want to go off-road, I'll buy a Jeep Cherokee. If I want more space, I'll go in, let's say, more space for the Highlander, the Toyota Highlander, but maybe a little bit less fun to drive. If I want to check in other car makers, I could have the Hyundai Santa Fe XL, but when I look at this one, I prefer the look of this one. I can also compare it to the Ford Edge, but gone is the 7-passenger option right now. So you know what? It's getting a good point when you compare it all these other vehicles. It tends to stand out with the 2016 version. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that review. If you have any questions, feel free to write to us because we are Car Question.